Aren't that?
That's a bad rumor. I'm sorry.
Don't you set me up for failure this morning.
Stephanie, we've got those freezing temperatures approaching the coastal bend rapidly.
Yes, and like I try to explain to people when they ask if there's going to be snow, there's a wide spectrum between just rain and full-on snow. There's a lot of textbook phases of frozen precip that happens in between. So we'll get to that in a second. But first, just want to tell you how cold it is outside. We now have wind chill advisories in effect for all of these counties you see here in light blue. It goes all the way up to Goliad and down into Nueces County and just further south. So be careful as you're heading out there. These temperatures are really going to become seriously cold. Even, we joke aside, we're in the south, we're not used to this, but even for those who may be used to it, it's downright cold. You need to bundle up and definitely take care out there. Small craft advisory for our waters here off the coast, and that's going to probably stick around throughout the next several days. So don't make any plans out on the water because it's going to be pretty treacherous out there. Across the state of Texas, much less rain. All of that has pretty much pushed off our coastline, but we are seeing a few batches of that wintry mix begin to taper off across central Texas, and a little bit of drizzle in our area too. We've caught a little bit of drizzle here and there across the board, but nothing really accumulating too much. Throughout today, it's going to be pretty drizzly. Why? We have what's called overrunning. So I've been explaining the atmosphere is like a cake, right? It's my favorite way to explain that. It's got layers. So we got cold air at the surface, very cold, and it's pretty warm aloft still. We're still getting that Gulf of Mexico warm air sitting right on top of this, and that combination, it's kind of like wringing out a cloth, like a dish rag, and you get that drizzly, not really rain, but somewhat drizzly, cloudy, cold, miserable kind of conditions that we're seeing so far this morning. Temperatures across the board are cold. We're seeing 36 in Corpus Christi right now, 35 in Beeville, and the warm spot here being Robstown at 38, but I say warm under the condition of 15-mile-an-hour winds out of the north. So it's a pretty chilly start there this morning. And our neighbors up to the north, yeah, they've really been dealing with those teens for the past couple days here, and it's getting cold. That cold air mass moving into our area. Accumulations of rain going into tomorrow, a couple tenths of an inch, but probably not really going to amount to much. But we're concerned about this moisture, as you heard Trooper Bradley say just now. Bridges freeze first because they lose that heat content, and so we have the danger for black ice. We really want you guys to take it easy there out on the roadways, especially as we head into your Monday, where we won't only just have rain on very cold roadways, but actual freezing rain and sleet in the forecast. Much better confidence going into Monday morning that we'll be seeing that frozen precipitation. So for today, it looks like our temperature is going to top out at 41 degrees here in Corpus Christi. It is going to be a cold, drizzly day throughout today. Winds out of the north, 15 to 20 miles per hour, and it's gusting higher in some places. Tomorrow morning, topping out maybe in the mid-30s for a couple folks here across the coastal bend. And over the next 7 days, this is what it looks like, expecting that freezing rain and sleet from Sunday evening going into Monday morning, and then the cold temperatures sticking around. 20 is what I'm going with for Tuesday morning. So make sure you've got your sweaters lined up. 35 for Wednesday morning, and then we see the sun come back by the middle of next week, guys. Some silver linings to look forward to.
All right, Stephanie, thank you for that.